dog. Thank you. Thank you, Turnips. And the guy who said Romul. Hey, give me a second. Let me set it up. Those who just opened the stream after that, scroll a couple minutes forward. We're gonna set it up, warm up, and have 100 likes before I get to Metallica and other stuff. So yeah. Hey everyone. I guess the very beginning was cut, so yeah. Hey Kevin. Yeah, we'll discuss that. Just get comfy. Hey, full sigh, anonymous nome. Yeah, those who just joined our stream or watch it in the recording, we are going to warm up now. In a few minutes, we'll get to Metallica, Riffs, Cameras, and everything else. Meanwhile, hey everyone! Oh my God! Pokemon, everyone is here. Push the like. Everyone who's now here, push the like so that we get 200 likes, and we'll get to the Riffs and Metallica and cool shit. Greetings to Italy. I guess it's easy for me to read here. Hey, be fine, boom. Adais Sarmiento Morera. Hey, absolutely slammed. Everyone, thank you. Moises Raúl Cruz Vera. Glad to see you here. Вітання Харкову! Тримаймося! У мене трошки світла зараз є, і у вас, я бачу, теж. Трошки порифуємо. Kevin, greetings to Denmark! Greetings to Cyprus! If Cliff Burton played on Black Album, man! This thing has been on my mind since I made If Cliff Burton made A Justice for All, like 6 years ago. Never got my hands on making that, actually. But actually the only idea I had, like, play Nothing Else Matters solo on bass, like if Cliff did it. Other than that, I need to think about it. Greetings to USA, Spain, Turkey. Metal up your ass. Yeah, it was sent to moderation automatically. But I unmoderated you. Iceland, Greece. Yeah, our traditional roll call. Where are you from? In the chat. Hello. We got like 10 countries mentioned here from all around the world. It's glitching a bit. So yeah, let's see. And Latvia, Belgium, Florida, Poland, Indiana, USA, France, Estonia, Finland. I will tell about Metallica more. I actually made a video about their song, but I will elaborate on it now. Germany, Italy, Slovakia, Dominican Republic, man, that's far. Serbia. I need to change chord. Metallica would do it in F sharp then. Austria. USA. Alright. Canary Islands. Sweden. Uganda. Brazil. Denmark again. India. Turkey. Nepal. Argentina. Mexico. Croatia. Denmark Back again! Armenia! Mars! It stopped. Brazil again! Alright, how many likes we got? 44 likes. We need 100 until we gonna do nothing. Australia! Give me some! China! Oh my god! Evening! Evening! There's a country called Evening. Norway. Spain! Taiwan! Or what? Hungary! Japan. And I got to tune my guitar. Poland again. Mexico, Czech Republic. Or Czechia, how to call it right now. Yeah. Mexico, Poland, USA. Yeah. It was just a roll call of who is here. From all around the world. Friends from all around the world. Yeah, we just warming up. Get comfy. Pakistan, Vietnam, Turkey again. Alright. I guess it's in tune. Hello, Lucas! Yeah, those Metallica streams, they are scams, so we'll discuss it a bit later. In the meantime, if you see that fake stream, report it. Belgium, Africa, from where exactly? It's a big country or a big continent. Yeah, I got emails that they deleted a couple streams that I reported, but there's too much, like hundreds of them. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, ask me about Metallica songs you have hard time to play. I'm not a guitarist to explain you it. I'm more of a bassist, you know. Alaska. Yeah. Yeah! Where's my pick? Imagine I have a pick. As a bassist, that's weird. It's for fingerstyle bassist. Oh my god, I forgot my pick. I'll try to play Lux Aeterna. Greece. Wait a second. Where's the pick? Shit. God damn it. Kurwa. Found it. Wait a second, I'm here. I'm looking for my pick. Shit, it's somewhere on the floor. And the floor is the same color of the pick. I'm here. Wait. Shit. Wait a second, I lost my pick. And I cannot see it. Guys, I lost my pick. And I will have to play it with the fingers all the time. Hey! Baikal, oh my god. Become independent. India. Alright. While I don't have a pick, I lost it. It went into another dimension, as it always happens when you just carelessly put a pick somewhere. Nowhere. Off to Neverland, your pick goes. Or I can play with the pick without the pick like this. I guess that would do. Finger style. Yeah. Or something like this. Or I need it. Wait a second. I'm gonna find it. No, I'm not gonna. I had 2 picks half hour ago. Now I have none. All right. I found one. By the way, those who just joined, hi. Push the like. We have 100 likes. I get to the shit. I found one. And it's actually Metallica. A wide fan, yeah. It was a gift, but it's shaped like hell. You see it. There's no tip here. It's almost round. Yeah. So I'll try to play it, but it's almost round. Так, у Львові. Thank you. I cannot pronounce your name. All right, guys. While I was looking for a pick, new people joined. Thank you for joining. We're gonna discuss. What band should we discuss? It's in the title. I got no other choice but talk about Metallica. Hi, the great Dondini. Well, we're gonna discuss some things I did not tell in the video about what I think about the song, the album, and yeah, the situation is with the scammers, the fake Metallica channels. It's a plague. It's unbelievable how many of them there are. If you just come across them, report. Don't waste time. And we'll touch anything around Metallica because everything, in some regard, is tangible to Metallica. Megadeth, thrash metal, music, art, life, dead, everything. Yeah. Keep reporting them. That's the only way. We cannot do anything but reporting them. It's a shame. If there was just a fake channel, just I would maybe not so bother. But they have the crypto scams, and I just cannot walk by it. I need to take action. I make the post, and hope you also take an action against that. Anthrax. I like Anthrax. The recent albums, they are awesome. They are better than Metallica at this point. And better than anyone from the old guys, actually. Anthrax are one of the few old bands who was formed in the 80s who are still making relevant music, or actually began making relevant music, metal music, because they are like fine wine, you know? Like wine, and their riffs, their compositions, they are sounding like a cool mixture of old and new. Something I cannot describe it. It's not pure trash what they did in the 80s and whatever they did in the 90s and 2000s, but it's not the current metal. They're just making the wise metal. I don't know how to call it. They got really good, Anthrax. Worship music and For All Kings are masterpieces. I cannot express how I love them. So yeah. Героям слава. Yeah, Exodus Testaments are also fine now, but to me, Exodus are missing something and Testament are a bit over the top, if you know what I mean. But Anthrax is like, now, the recent two albums, I'm really looking forward to their new record. And yeah. But I had the suspicion that the next Anthrax album is gonna be better than Metallica's. Throw rocks at me, but that's the truth. Anthrax are on fire now. And Metallica, to a great extent, let's agree that Metallica are trying to just revisit their best days, their best sounds, and put it in the new rapping now, and not actually trying to come up with something brand new. They burned on it a couple times. Saint Anger was something brand new. But yeah, they're not gonna make wild bets now. They're just gonna take the best of them and make new stuff with that sound. With a great mixing, with a full sound, with everything. And while Lars actually still can do double bass, so I appreciate it. There will be one day, in a few years maybe, that Lars will say, man, I'm cutting it. I'm not gonna do double bass anymore or something like that. Yeah, Lux Aeterna, comparing Lux Aeterna and Hardwired, the first two singles of the both albums, even though both are kind of recycling some old ideas, both are short, but Lux Aeterna is more bright, you know? It really sounds like Hit the Lights. Really, in a lot of moments, it's actually repeating Hit the Lights, note for note. But it gives you some aura around it. It makes you warm. I cannot express it some other ways. As a song, Hardwired maybe is better, yeah, but about the feeling, Lux Aeterna by far is making me more glad. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm not gonna just set my expectations so high. I'm just gonna wait until the album and enjoy it because it is happening, just happening. System of a Down. Used to like them, but with time actually I started to like them less as a composer and as a songwriter. I don't know how. I did not think about it actually, but Avenged Sevenfold. Same here, but like I did not get them at first. Then I liked them, and then I started to be overwhelmed by them in some sort of, I don't know. Some songs such as Afterlife, Hail to the King are great compositions, but a lot of stuff they do is like trying too hard. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. I will say something that people may not like about anything basically. But Avenged Sevenfold, if to express what I think about it in 3 words, trying too hard. They are doing their best, but something is, I don't know. You just cannot express when you just cannot get it fully. But I really like it. And Hail to the King is the closest they got to perfection. Yeah, and the riff is. That's a great riff. I lost my pick almost. So yeah. All right, we got 100 likes, and we actually already started doing something like discussing and playing. But right now, the stream starts officially. Right. Hi friends, it's Andriy Vasylenko and we are going to riff and to talk and to milk Metallica again. Their upcoming album and I'm sorry. And the one song they released and some situation around Metallica, like the scammers. Metallica is big and the crypto scammers got to it finally. They used to milk whatever, Tesla, whoever, Jeff Bezos, they broke into their accounts, but now they found out that Metallica is big and their audience is huge, so let's scam them. And those who run those scams, those streams, they know our weak spots. If we see a title, playing full album live, it's like, we're clicking on it. So whoever runs those streams, man, I know you're a fan of Metallica, but you're fucking asshole. So yeah, if you come across those streams, you'll easily recognize it because Metallica don't stream now. And if they do, they don't put stock image of random from Google like James on the thumbnail. And wherever, you just press report, don't even click on it. It will help them actually if you click. Report, next time you see another channel, report again. It's outrageous, but we just have to do something about it because it's a crypto scam. It's not just a fake channel, fan channel, where. When you covered hidden things in Metallica songs, you mainly about the hidden things in Orion more. Well, it requires a whole video about Orion where I combine everything that I think about Orion, Easter eggs and everything else. Shit. Gonna make a video. I would love to actually. I'm on fire now and have electricity, so why not utilize it? I miss Metallica Geek too. It is alive, but not in a form like, you know, expecting a new episode regularly. It's in Metallica Geek lives everywhere, you know, like God, a part of God is inside of everybody. Metallica Geek is inside of every my channel, every my post, every one of you. Every time I talk about Metallica, that's the Metallica Geek, the vibe. But as a show, I don't feel like running it. It encompasses big videos, small videos, Instagram posts, live streams, everything. That is Metallica Geek to me now. Yeah. So, and if you want more of Metallica shit that I do, that don't post on this channel, there's a second channel. It used to be Metallica Geek. Now it's called Bean Metal. And I post some short thoughts, memes, not memes, compilations, just for fun. And here I'm gonna make, what's the difference? For those who just came, thank you for coming here, press the like, so that I see you care about this shit. And we're discuss Riff, Metallica, and like usually. And yeah, what's the difference between all my channels? This channel is the main hub, where I just post when I feel like it deserves it. Second channel is like for stuff that is not good enough for this one. And yeah, this channel is when I play something myself. The second channel is when I talk about something but not play it. Bulavira channel is my band, it's for original music. Here I mostly play covers. And there is a fourth channel where I make vlogs about Ukraine, my life, life updates and so on, not music. That's the Vasylenko Empire. Subscribe to all of them. There's all of them in my channels on the fucking, you know, the channels tab. Also Ukrainian channel. I don't have time for it now, but we'll get to it. Will you compose something on the stream now? I would love to actually, but I'll need maybe fingers. But wait, let's a bit later. Let's get to Metallica. People came to Metallica here. That's the trendy topic. Yeah? And people, it really warmed my heart when you wrote, and the second Lux Aeterna was dropped, The second the album was announced, he thought about me, what I think about it. For all these 8 years that we've been doing Metallica stuff, and you think about me when I drop something new. I really appreciate it. And I hope I did not let you down with that video. It was rough, and I'll express some new thoughts about the album in this stream. Because that was quick stream, something was missing. But yeah. Lux Aeterna. The new Metallica song, which obviously refers to or recycles Hit the Lights in a lot of parts, and a couple parts, other songs, I made that compilation on my second channel, like the first riff is fuck. That's Leper Messiah. That's obviously, but I did not recognize it at first. It sounded like a badass riff, but then the main riff is obviously Hit the Lights inspired in the A, with all these bluesy classic metal positions, like the riff. How do you play it? I need another pick. It's almost round, but so you see, Hit the Lights. How do you play Hit the Lights? Something like that, yeah, something different, a bit, but the same vibe. It's not copying it, and Hit the Lights riff is more nuanced, but I like the new riff, the Lux Aeterna, for its open string, probably. Like, I like when riffs are using open strings, not just fifth position. But you can play it fifth position, like. But the open string, it's a bit more exciting and convenient. But the Hit the Lights riffs has better phrasing, I would say, because Lux Aeterna, it cycled and don't have variations like question and answer, like that A, D and D sharp. So the same. I Hit the Lights, I could have done it maybe like this. Like one time, this time. Fifth open. That would give it the enough diversity and dynamics and not so repetitive. So yeah, I just shit on Metallica riff that everyone loves now. Like, I cannot play tremolo with this. Where's that pick? Where's that pick? Fuck, I just suck. Let's try it. Solo is trash, yeah. But did you expect something else by Hammett? No? That's his style now. He just comes and plays randomly, trying to fill the spot, and with all this, just fill in, you know. And some parts are cool, but it's just unpolished so much. It needed the work that it required previously, like all the albums before, not before, on Load and Reload, he actually still worked on them. There were parts, these blues improvisations, but those still sounded like elaborate solos. On this one, just accept it. But maybe on one solo, on the whole album, Kirk will just sit and do it the old style, the old way. Just on one solo, like maybe Lars will tell him, have told him, it's done already. Like, man, I beg you, just sit and write a fucking great solo for once. And the rest will Alright, you'll make up for the rest shitty solos. Something like that. I hope if they have instrumental on this album, I'm sure they pushed him, they forced him to work on the solos for the instrumental, because that would be a big letdown for everyone if Metallica instrumental had shitty solos. Or maybe for that one, if Kirk said, man, I just don't feel like that. Maybe for the entirety of the instrumental possible, James makes them. And we know, whenever James tries soloing, it's a gem. It's gold, it's rare, but he knows he has just one shot to show it to the best of his abilities of composition, actually. He's not that fast. There are some fast licks inside Redemption and so on, but he is a composer. He makes the melodies as solos. And by the way, don't forget that almost all Metallica harmonies are created by James and recorded by him. And those basically are solos, just short ones with harmony. Some early harmonies were written by Cliff, recorded by James. So yeah, let's hope James recognizes the problem and takes some of the duty of soloing on the album. I don't mind it, and I hope you do. You do not too. Kirk thinks he's jazz musician, and nobody told him that jazz sometimes sounds like shit. All right. Good night to you, to India. Yeah, thank you. Different time zones. Hannah Cope, hi. Let's say a bit out loud your names now. Yeah. Oh, State of Mercury, yeah. Hi, man. Yeah. Hot take: Cliff's bass tone on Kill 'Em All is not that bad. Well, it's actually bad, but in the context of that recording, it made sense. I'm not sure they had money for new strings back then, especially bass ones. They're still fucking expensive. I still cannot get Rotosound strings in Ukraine. They disappeared for like 5 years. I don't have them. Rotosound are the best strings for me, and Cliff used Rotosound. So, but. Do you can play Unforgiven? I almost forgot to play Unforgiven this stream. I always play Unforgiven. Something like this. Alright, let's try the riff again. I told you that Lux Aeterna repeats Hit the Lights. In some moments it sounds better than Hit the Lights, the riff, that open string. And by the way, one thing that I really like in the Hit the Lights riff is this. Like this A and G. The dissonance that is fleeting there, but it makes sense positionally because you cannot. And this riff was the first riff Metallica wrote, and they used the dissonance. Rarely does it work. On its own, it does not work. This A and G is the sevenths. It's not consonant. And there's a few riffs that actually use it. Outside City Lights, only one comes up to my mind, and we actually would call it the signature riff of this band, of this. You recognize it, Man in the Box. It's in different tuning, but A and D. So we could call it the signature riff of Alice in Chains because of that. Hi to Denmark. And yeah, speaking of signature riffs, let's find out what riffs belong to certain bands and players now. Maybe like first that comes up to my mind, recognize this riff. Yeah, this is the Cthulhu riff, but actually this is Mustaine's riff. Mustaine wrote it and after Cthulhu, he used it in, I guess, in 5 or 6 songs of Megadeth. With these open strings, like in A, it's like open, 7, 5, open. I forgot, it's A, 6. I forgot the name of the chord, but he used it a lot. So we could call it the Mustaine's favorite chord. And then E, C, D chord progression. Yeah, I remember joked about it a couple years ago. If you wanna write a Megadeth song, just use this. That's the progression. But we're talking about riffs. So we have this riff belongs to Alice in Chains. This belongs to Cthulhu, but actually Mustaine's chord. What else? Kurt Cobain's chord could be called, this when he hit bars. I saw it in the Art of Guitar. Notice that, like when you make the power chord, but you just press another string. What's that chord? That's the Cobain's chord. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix chord is half the shape. E, 7. How do you call it? So the Cobain's chord, the Hendrix chord, Cobain's chord, Mustaine's chord, Jerry's chord. And if to, E7 sharp 5, yeah. Oh, yeah. And if to imagine what would be James Hetfield's chord, Crystal Ann on bass. No, that's the following track. Crystal Ann. I should learn it. James Hetfield's chords. What would be James Hetfield's chord? Just a power chord. yeah. Same agree. The power chord in the second open position, actually. I recall I made some meme about it when they rehearsed the song and they compared the power chord in the 7th position and power chord in the 2nd position. And they joked that this sounds like British metal chord. And this sounds like German chord. But right now it sounds like American metal chord. And this higher, this is the new wave of British heavy metal chord. And over time I changed my mind about which is sounding more heavy and better. I used to need more heaviness, like with inverted fifths, This way, even on standard tuning, you can sound like 7-string guitar. If bass makes the octave, it's basically baritone guitar, low tune guitar. But with time, I started to get so sick about these chords. I just needed the good old high position E. And I don't know, there's some purity into it. It does not try to be heavy, but it sounds so great. So I'm really leaning toward using more of a high chords, high position chords, instead of now in my music. I don't know, what do you think about it? I'm actually got tired over the decades of trying to be so heavy. I don't know how to explain it. I also use inverted power chords, and by the way, in the latest Metallica song, they use power chords inverted, like they sound great, but if you play them a lot, you get tired of it. It's just too much of fat, you know, and it's not good. So sometimes you just have to play the E power chord like this. I need to tune it again. All right. Speaking of, my latest roto strings, roto sound swing bass. I like thick strings. The lowest being 45, 43. I once tried 40, but it felt too easy to me. But right now I'm leaning toward actually thinner strings. Back in the day, I did not play as much solos, so yeah. I got used to thick strings, and the thin strings feel not that hard after that. Same applies to guitar, I guess. Yeah, we figured out the Hendrix chord, the Kurt Cobain's chord, the Megadeth chord, Mustaine's chord, and the Jerry chord. And hey, to UK. Yeah, my latest riff. Maybe I should show you the latest riff I wrote, something like that. So it's a. Inverted power chord. Oh, wrong. Something like that. Is in the context for this riff. Stuff like that. What else? Let me rest a bit from riffing that I cannot do and play some arpeggios. Yeah. What is Cliff's chord? Cliff's chord. I know. By the way, returning to James' Hetfield chord, we could tell. Isn't that James' chord because he played it in one, Fade to Black, 1, and it's depending on where the root note is. It's E. Fuck, I forgot it. 9, 11th. Fuck. Or it's B with added 6. And yeah, he did it in Murder 1, like. What's the next? So we have at least 4 riffs with this one. But yeah, it's not James's, that's Bleak House, and a lot of bands use this chord. But if to drop the E and just start with B, the first song you think about is 1 by Metallica, or Fade to Black, or and yeah, it's a fun position to play. But D James Hetfield's chord is any chord plays with down picking. Yeah, compared to actually Mustaine's favorite chord. And Mustaine's favorite chord progression is at least a dozen songs has it, including on the latest album, I guess. Arpeggios. Yeah, by the way, press the like so I see you are here. Those who just joined, hi, we discuss Metallica Scammers, Metallica latest song, what is the riff and how is it recycling or referencing to hit the lights, some different chords outside Metallica actually. And right now let me play some arpeggios. Alright, I guess we can. Of course, every stream is not a stream. We did this. Also, Mustaines. So yeah. You about this part. But actually that might not be the part that Cliff wrote. There was a theory, James, I guess someone wrote me that James told that Cliff wrote the heavy part of To Live to Die. I guess that was... someone told me about it, James's interview, something like that. Because it's... It sounds like James. James wrote the arpeggio first, and then Jason laid the bass on it, the bass part. But actually, I don't know. And yeah, in the latest video I mentioned Gone Too Far. The song that sounds like the future Metallica's album has a song Too Far Gone. And I have song Gone Too Far with this. fun. I should re-recorded it. The quality was shit. Yeah, Bulavira could re-record my old songs. You know, Gone Too Far, On Guard, make the new versions of it. And yeah, that would be cool. I feel like arpeggio more now. Yeah, thank you who are here. That angry riff in V. Thank you. Maybe, wait a second. Oppa. All right. I thought to make this interlude after this. Something like this. I remember I made this riff just playing the E minor and put in root F sharp and E. One chord, but the point is to make your fingers the different rhythm. Like you could do it like, but if you do it dotted notes, triplets and stuff, that's the way to write interesting riffs within some limitations of your chords, of your positions. Rhythm is the key to the great riff. Even with one note, two notes, one note is enough to make a great riff. Whatever. Yes, the riff that you know. And I guess the modern metalcore utilizes it like a lot, that what note breakdown, but it's not limited to just one open string notes. Just one chord, you can make a riff. Hey! Rhythm over notes, yeah, it's more important. In the previous stream, we discussed how guitar helps you write songs, riffs on itself by its form, structure, shape, position. The riffs are here. Every instrument has riffs that cannot be written on other instruments. And actually, every similar instrument, like this guitar, that guitar, when you just take them, there's some different feel to it, and your fingers want to play something that you would not on another instrument. I recall Dave Ellefson told about his riff, this famous bass line. He wrote it on the, whatever, 8-string bass, something like that. He just got his hands on some really overstringed bass, and his fingers played it in position for 4-string bass. But just because he got another instrument in his hand, that made him feel like writing that. There's melodies in every instrument. So don't be shy to try different ones. Even the guitar store, just come and try them. I'm sure the guitars, the basses will give you some. And then you come home to your instrument and just capture it. That's the point of diversity and variety in your music. I'm not telling you buying 20 guitars, no. I'm talking about that inspiration are everywhere. Even somewhere you don't see it. Different part of day, different position, different tuning, different style of music that you listen to. That's the point of expanding your musical horizons, because you can merge everything into one your style that belongs only to you, and only you can make it. That's the point. I guess James and Robert, every one of them told in multiple interviews, the key is to listen to as much music as possible. Sometimes force it, but by the way, recently I discovered a couple bands that I'm ashamed not to know before. Hey, such as Propane, the groove hardcore band which is kicking ass so hard. Man, that's the band I really need for a long time. They don't fuck around. They get straight to their riff, to the groove. They don't expand it to eternity. They don't make it over the top. Just, as one comment said, they come to wreck your neck. That's the best description. One great riff and something around it, but that's the band I'm really glad I discovered. Propane. It's not like the gas, but pro and pain hurting. Propane. Man. And just check it out. And they're consistent and as hell. Every album, since the 90s, the 80s, till now, every album is consistent. Man, Propane, suggesting you. Also, the band I also listened before, but now I'm getting to really into it, is Prong. Man, they are the embodiment of groove metal. Prong is my suggestion if you are a fan of groove metal, outside of Pantera, Lamb of God, and Prong and Propane. That's the shit. My love is for riffs. Not for chord progression, not for melodies, not for vibe, but for riffs. Riffs can be built on progressions. But it is the face, the skeleton, the of the song that needs metal. Modern metal especially. Give the song a backbone. Give it a great riff. I knew Sepultura. I listened to Sepultura for a long time. I'm talking about the bands that I just really got into and they kick ass hard. Prong and Propane. And so also this band called Exorder. They are kind of like sounding like Pantera, and the singer sounds like Phil, and the guitar tone. But something's missing there for me. I don't know what. At Prong and Propane, I'm a fan of them completely. But Exorder, every old school groove metal is amazing. I told you, groove metal is the best kind of metal. It is the most balanced, you know? So yeah. Most underrated Metallica song of all time is Fixer. Well, for the broader public, yes, because they know nothing else matters, you know. But for the Metallica fans, if to go deeper from the tip of the iceberg and below the surface, those fans always loved Fixer. It's a great song, and there's no coincidence that Metallica played Fixer on their 40th anniversary, because fans always requested that in the comment and hashtag. play Fixer for goddamn sake. And, they knew about it. Lars knew about fans love to Fixer, and they did it. James was having a hard time pulling it off. The vocals was really high, and he said after the performing the song, now you know why we did not play it for 30 years, 24 years, because it's hard for him. In the studio, it's easy. You just record it until you got it. And Bob Rock was there to kick his ass. But on live, you don't have the room for mistake. And this song is quite hard for vocals, especially for the 60 years old James. So he just gonna go somewhere in his comfort zone, even though his comfort zone is pretty big. Lux Aeterna! He's hitting that high A. And he's 59 years old. That's great. But sometimes it's not just about the pitch of the note. It's of the vocal line, how the notes move, how they jump between intervals. That's individual thing. So yeah. Unless you are Tom Araya, it's always in one note. I recall like 10 years ago I downloaded some tabs for Slayer, and there was vocal line there. And it was literally on one note on the but the vocal in Metallica in particular, it's an instrument, the fifth instrument that people often neglect. James really puts thoughts and work into his vocal lines, and that works as another melody, another harmony, another way of expression, another riff. Take James's vocal melodies, they sound like great riffs. And that's why we have One-on-A, because when James, Metallica, write songs, they make... Wait a second. Arthur Swanson, thank you. Thank you for becoming my friend. By the way, if you want to support me, there's a link in the pinned comment in description to become my member. My friend for $3 a month or more if you have, just to be here so that yeah, I see your comments immediately. It just popped up. I immediately paid attention to it. Thank you. And just whatever, just support me. When Metallica writes songs, they write the music first. Then James tries to lay vocal line over it. Like whatever. Na 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 na. Guess the song. It's a straightforward vocal line, but you guessed it. Na 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 na. Guessed it. I'm waiting. Shortest straw. I cannot say it, but Fuxiacone. I apologize. Thank you for becoming my friend. And yeah, if you hear the demos of Metallica, Shortest Straw in particular, na 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 na, and then Shortest Straw, na 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 na, he has the melody first, the rhythm of the vocals, and then he tries to put the right words on the skeleton, like on the we have a little, like on the Christmas tree, the toys, to fill the gaps, make it like a puzzle, because first comes the melody, and then he tries to have the right rhymes, right wording, and actually gives him, it's easier to write poetry when you have this certain rhythm already. You basically just fill in. Yeah. That's why we had the One-on-A. Because vocal line goes first. And vocal line in Metallica is a great deal. It is essentially the fifth instrument. Don't neglect it. Don't ignore it. Pay tribute to it. Maybe, I recall, maybe Dennis Pauna made the video Metallica vocal lines made as riffs, like 5 years ago. Something like that. And actually, I recently thought that Metallica solos are essentially a bunch of riffs too. Just take any solo, splice it into short phrases and loop them. That's riffs. If not to count the Kirk solos from latest 2 albums. So I had this idea to take Metallica solos and turn them into riffs. But I'm not that good at guitar, so maybe someone else, State of Mercury, Dennis Pauna, whoever, just take and make riffs out of them. Hello, Prozac. Artur. Yeah. I try, well, or all friends here. Yeah. What's the solo? Fade to Black. You can make a riff out of it, like it's B. Something like that, you got it. Many riffs there I identified, like Metallica solos and vocal lines. And actually, speaking about riffs, that often people neglect, the musical element of Metallica that also counts as riffs, Larm says fucking drums, man. If you just isolate random part, you'll immediately recognize what's the song, even if the simplest part. Yeah, and I cannot even just give you an immediate example. There's so many of them. And sometimes, speaking of riffs further, there is a need for both bass and guitar. Thank you. That's the empty canvas. But we have a couple, like there, here, paintings. That's my wife's. Go to her Instagram. I guess I have the link in my whatever description to my wife's art. Thank you. Sometimes a riff needs both bass and guitar to work out. Outside Metallica, I'm getting to a Metallica example later. Like. Yeah, but you need that bass line. You know, together they make that one body of a riff. And there's more examples like, all right, in Metallica, recognize it? Yeah, you recognize it, but something's missing. And actually, that's the story behind this riff. Cliff had it like. It was a bit different, like. This shifted accent. And when they. I'm playing the guitar. I need bass somewhere else. When they tried to make a song out of it, when it got to making Ride the Lightning, Cliff brought this riff like, and it was like, it was something like this, and they tried work around it. It did not fit. Just they could not do anything about it. Like, fuck. They almost gave up, and then James said, how about this? This duality of this riff is what makes it work. And without this, it would be not as powerful. And without, it would just be great riff, but there's not enough meat to it. So pay attention to it. Hey to Botswana, really far away. So yeah, what other riffs that need both bass and guitar? We learned like Californication, Fundamentals. What else? What else? We need both to work out. Maybe Sweet Child of Mine, where underneath the no na no na, I might be copyrighted. There's a pretty cool bass solo basically, but no, you can do it without a bass. That riff is recognizable even without it. If you go to guitar store and play it without bass, you'll get kicked out anyway. So yeah, what are other examples? Black Sabbath. Examples. Well, we don't count doubling riff. We mean when bass and guitar like need each other to work it out, complement each other, not just doubling. When you take out one part, it's like half of it. Yeah, sometimes we need we have this like calls question answer between bass and guitar, but not. Yeah, great example. And guitar plays. That's the riff that needs both riffs, actually. Something like that. Muse. Yeah, in Muse there's a lot of. Yeah! Great example. Hysteria. I need more. We have the bass. And Matt plays. I don't have it like. I don't know actually this progression, but they work both different melodies, but they make up this one body, one entity of a riff. But actually, the bass riff is actually what it's known for, and the guitarist Matt Bellamy wrote it actually on guitar. Rage Against the Machine. Yeah, pretty much. But these are the riffs, Hysteria, Rage Against the Machine, where you just can take one riff of the bass, and that's the core of it. If you extract the guitar, it still works. But if you extract the guitar, the bass from there's missing. This is missing, as well as if you you need this. You know what I mean? And that's the great power of songwriting in the band with two guys, and yeah, you complement each other. And sometimes it gets boring, yeah, when you just strum one chord, one riff, doubling it. And when you achieve it, the dual riff, it needs both. Know that you achieved something very rare. So yeah, White Stripes. Yeah, they have such instances. All right, my family is gonna come here soon. We luckily had electricity in the school today, so my stepson went to his whatever martial arts. We call it boyovий hopak, Ukrainian martial arts, and my girl went to dancing finally because we don't have stable electricity, and we enjoy it while it lasts. Thank you, Calvin. Mastodon, Gojira, love them. Yeah, I love them too. I'm still not a big fan of Mastodon. Something is missing there for me. And Gojira, you remember that video? Thank you, Apen. I don't know how to Sweden. I made a video, is Gojira the next Metallica? And that was 1 month before the album Fortitude. And no, they are not the next. There's, because they basically released the Reload. And no, that's not, I don't like this record. So, I thought about maybe make this for podcast, for Metal Geek, if to make it again. Like, how to expand the Metal Geek show so that it does not include just Metallica. Even though the name is like Metallic Geek. Metalli is not just metallic, it's metallic, something that is metallic, metal. So it may encompass everything metal. So maybe that's an excuse for me to make the show again, but about everything. But how to make the transition from just Metallica to everything else? Maybe I'll make it like, I pick a band, like Gojira we did. Is Gojira next Metallica? The title. And I'll just talk about Gojira, whatever I want to say about them. And the Metallica is just there because at the end I make the conclusion. No, they're not next Metallica. And we'll do the same with Alban. Like, is Polyphia next Metallica? And I talk about them, and at the end, maybe they are actually. So, and what else? Is whoever, Avenged Sevenfold next Metallica? And that's the whole episode about it. Is Megadeth next? I'm look like Jason because I have the same kind of haircut. But it's not a haircut, it's just long hair and the shaved once in a month temples. Yeah. So maybe that's the way of expanding Metallic Geek. Because the brand, actually, the name Metallic Geek is quite dumb. I'm not a geek, I'm a nerd. And Metallic Geek is like, I came up with it accidentally, like just during videos 6 years ago. And then it stuck. And then it turned into podcast. And just the umbrella of everything they're doing is Metallica and Metallic Geek. So that people don't call it Andriy Vasylenko and Metallic Geek. To detach myself from it. To make a separate entity about Andriy Vasylenko stuff about Metallica. Because I'm more than that. And, привет. Metallic nerd. Metallic nerd. But it stuck. And the logo that I made, like the glasses with the Metallica arrows, it looks dumb too. It looks like Darth Vader's helmet. I don't know, something like that. So I thought about if I revive Metallic Geek fully, I will rebrand it some way or form. Maybe the logo will go away. But I will, I need your opinion about it. The logo is dumb. Maybe I'll shorten it to MG, just MG. And Nerdtalica. There's a lot of ways to talk about Metallica and make a show about like, and podcast for all. What else? Alphabetalica. More shows about how to play around it with Metallica's names. I forgot about it. Sick and podcast. I forgot how to. And my turn was different. Metallic Geek. Actually, to be honest, I don't listen to other Metallica podcasts because I don't listen to other podcasts almost entirely. Only a couple Ukrainian podcasts. Because I'm not really into making this watered down discussions of, say, Enter Sandman and for 1.5 hours talking about it. No, fuck. My thing is, what I do in Metallic Geek, I record a half hour of talk and I compress it into 10 solid minutes. And I hope you enjoy that format too. So yeah, that was the the thing about it. Ukrainian metal nerd. By the way, we recently got the official Metallica fan club of Ukraine. Metal Pilgrim, you know him. Iron Maiden geek and Judas Priest geek. He's my friend. He how to. Anyway, it was approved. We have an official Ukrainian fan club called Ukrainian Frantics. We had different names, but stopped on Ukrainian Frantics. And yeah, it's on Facebook. Look it up. Just join if you are interested into it. And there's quite a community there, active community. So if Metallica finally comes here, probably after the war, they'll have a full venue. Yeah. A and them. Andriy and Metallica, yeah. Geek and Destroy. There's a lot of things like about like Metal Militia names. I really love Metallica, the good old Metallica channel. And yeah, there's all around the world these fan clubs, and they have these clever names. We should make. Metallica actually has a full like page of official clubs on their website. Just check it out and enjoy the naming. Yeah. So yeah, let's wrap it up because my family comes soon. But actually, let's wrap it up when I hear they come to the door. Well, now they might maybe sitting in some cafe while there's electricity. They're having a dinner. I'll join them on the weekend if we are lucky enough to not have rocket attack. See you soon, turnips. So yeah, that was the stream. We discussed Metallica new song, Metallica scams, played some riffs, and yeah, just what a fun stream. Yeah, I hope you liked it. Once in a while, in a while, I'm gonna make it. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, if you want to support me, any way or form of donations would do. Like memberships, Patreon, PayPal in description. I just got a PayPal donation, I guess. Thank you, whoever was that. That will help me go through this winter. So yeah, maybe I need to make merch. Finally, people make all kinds of monetization, and I don't do it. Yeah. Let's make a merch with the old Metal Geek logo that I want to drop. And if we sell, whatever, how old is Metallica? 41 year. If we sell 41 t-shirts, I'll keep the logo. If we don't, I'll change it, but you'll have a very cool collectible. Then maybe after the live stream, I'll put the link in description or whatever to the campaign. I'll make it to go to Bonfire and make it finally. So yeah, if you want to support me and keep the old logo, buy the t-shirt and send me the pic. In description after the chat, after the stream. Thank you. I call it cone. Thank you. Should include guitar picks. I'm not making the. I'm like doing via Bonfire. They are making it, but when I make Bulavira album or some sort of friend pack, Metallica Geek pack, I'll make a box, and that's a cool idea actually. And we'll make like 20 of them and sell you personally from Ukraine. Delivery is working here and out. We are trying our best to run all the businesses, services, music, even though we have rocket attacks, even though we have blackouts, even though we have problems with everything, but we try to live our life and support army and win this war, because that's the only way. Negotiations don't work, because if we stop, Russia will continue further. If Russia stops, the war ends. That's the solution. So let's hope it comes sooner than later, but now we have to just go through this winter. And I'll make you the streams when I can. All right, thank you. All the links in the description to Bulavira, to Instagram for updates. If I don't have electricity, I'll go there and post on Instagram, actually, to say I'm alive. Thank you, and see you sometime soon, friends. Glory to Ukraine.